I would like to introduce our speakers, Kathy Lee, Editor-in-Chief of the View of Mesquite Magazine, and Frank Tadre, Manager at the Eureka Casino Resort. They're here to tell about our Mesquite Off-Road Weekend.
Yes, yes. Okay. Well, that's quite a pedigree you had. That's a tough act to follow. I remember I drove a truck, I learned to count to 21, and then when I got my first job, I went to a guy who sent me to his guy, and I went over and he said, "Can you count to 21? I said, "Yeah," and he said, "All right, forget about it. See, Johnny, 2 fingers and he'll put you away." It's a lot easier back then. But anyway, I want to thank you for letting us be a part of your day. We wanted to put you, inform you and give you some information about what we had planned for this Mesquite Off-Road Weekend. This is a citywide event. It actually was spawned from a lot of people here sitting in this room. We had focus groups here about 10 months ago, and we asked what we thought what the community needed, how we could increase visitorship, you know, get more new eyeballs on the city, and this come up. ATVs, off-roads, and we started working on that. I actually went and visited one of these events, and I was actually amazed. It's a family event. The demographic was from kids in strollers all the way up to grandfathers and great-grandfathers. It was an amazing crowd. I was just so impressed with it. I got to this event. It was out in the middle of the desert, mind you. 8 miles or 9 miles outside of St. George. It was called Fuel Fest. And as I walked in this event, there was about 2,000. I said, 10 o'clock in the morning, really? And as this day went on, this event funneled through over 7,500 to 8,000 people. It actually looked like the Field of Dreams. You could see cars lined up coming from the St. George area, and they cut off the parking because there was too many people, and they started turning people away. In this event that was so impressive was the demographic of the people there. They were families, they were all having fun, and the entertainment there with the Nitro Circus, which we'll just describe a little bit, was absolutely incredible. The first time they caught me off guard, I seen a guy screaming off a ramp through the air. He let the motorcycle go, run and grabbed it, and I screamed like a girl because I thought he was And I'm around these guys that are Nitro Circus, and they got dirt under their fingernails, and they're talking about oil and, you know, bourbon and I scream like a girl, and they all look at me like, really? Anyway, that was my indoctrination into Mesquite Off-Road the weekend. But anyway, this event, like I said, was spawned from many of you people here as a suggestion. We've been working on this for about 10 months. Kathy Lee and Ashley Mark will come up and give you some more details about this, and then I'll close at the very end. But to keep in mind, we have trail rides that'll go out. We've been working with the BLM. We'll have certain six trail rides that'll be going out. We'll have events on our mesa over here and around the mesa. This will all be on property here, on all private land. We've been with all the several agencies in the city. They've been so helpful in helping us get through the permitting process and what we can do and what we couldn't do. Understand, there's none of us here at the Eureka that actually knows a whole lot about being off-road. We do now. After 10 months, we had one guy who was talking about a side-by-side. He actually thought it was a motorcycle. And he says, well, that doesn't make sense. But that's how, naive we were when we first went into this thing. And after 10 months, we've become pretty well acclimated to this new world. And I'm going to tell you what is absolutely incredible. We think that this will bring many new eyes. We say 3,000 to 5,000. I think it'll bring a lot more into this community. I think it'll benefit. This is not about the resort quarter. This is about everybody here in the city. This is about Mesquite. This is about this destination. The more new eyeballs we can bring into this place, the better chance we got to them to return, better chance we got to them to move here, and better chance we got to grow. I think this is incredibly exciting. It's incredibly exciting to me. It's been an experience in working with everybody in the city, and understand, this cannot happen This cannot happen without the support of everybody in the city, all the businesses here. You know, all we're doing is trying to facilitate this thing and reach out for a whole lot of help that we need to make this thing go. So we're real excited about this thing. Ashley and Kathy Lee, who's been working on this diligently, I'm actually tired. It's like living with 3 wives now. Big love ain't got nothing on me. So anyway, I'll let you listen to them talk for a while. And then, so anyway, thank you for your time. They'll inform you and give you a little more specifics about what's going on. Okay, thank you.
Hi. Hi. Ken, I guess I'll do a little soft sharing.
We don't have anything planned, so we're gonna karaoke it. Okay, so Frank mentioned that this is all gonna take place on property. Just wanted to give you guys an idea of what that means. So here's a quick little map. You can see the casino and hotel down there in the bottom. We are going to create what the vendor plaza that he was talking about is called Power Sports Plaza. It'll just be in a parking lot right there next to the hotel. We have an area for all of our pro pit racers, which we'll talk about the racers in a minute. And then basically that whole piece of dirt right there is that mesa that's right behind us. And we're gonna try and keep everything on there. So Nitro Circus will take place on there, our races will take place on there. And then we're also providing camping for the weekend. We'll have some extra RV spaces that will take place, that's by the Bank of Nevada. So that kind of gives you an idea on where the events are gonna take place. Okay. So this all started from the community saying that they wanted to do some sort of ATV jamboree trail ride. So we started working with the BLM and we have got permission to use 6 trails. They're listed right there. Basically, these trails we are allowed 30 vehicles per trail. They're filling up fast. They're open to everyone. And basically, this was the thing that brings people in who haven't necessarily experienced either Mesquite's fantastic weather. I mean, we're doing this in February, so we're talking to a lot of people from out of town who think that, fantastic, we get to get out in the desert where there's no snow. So this is what everything has been built off of. What we wanted to do was take the trail rides and add to it so that when they were here doing the trail rides, there was also other activities to do. That's how it started. Okay, so we keep talking about races. We're going to hold what's called an enduro cross race. For those of you who don't know, and it's a basic way to describe it, enduro cross racing is basically off-road racing and obstacle courses. And I've got a video to show that'll kind of give you a better idea. The thing about enduro cross racing is that it is one of the fastest growing sports right now. It is so much fun to watch. These guys, when they start going over logs, tires, pipes, old cars, from a spectator's perspective, it's a lot of fun. You don't have to be a race enthusiast. You know, a lot of these desert races take place in the middle of nowhere. You leave, you see them leave, you see them pit, you see them come back, and you sit in the desert for 2 hours. This gives people a lot of excitement and activity that they can do while they're racing. There's divisions, obviously pro, novice, youth. We actually have a lot of professional racers that are coming in to do this too. Yesterday we signed the 2nd enduro cross racer in the nation. So it's going to be, we're definitely pulling some major interest in for the enduro cross race.
You always try harder when you're number 2.
I got a lot of that. You're the first loser. We did it. Where's number 1? I'm like, I'm working on it. My goodness, give me a minute. Okay, so what is Nitro Circus? Has everybody heard of Nitro Circus? Is it just a name?
I've heard of Nitro Circus.
Okay, so Nitro Circus started as basically a TV show. Okay, who's heard of Jackass?
Sorry, that's just a flash of my ex just came through.
Okay, so Nitro Circus. Nitro is a bunch of guys who started basically, they're freestyle guys, they're freestyle motorcycle athletes. And they got together with a bunch of friends, and now they do random stuff on motorcycles, segways, trikes, you name it, they do these incredible things. And so part of the video, you'll see kind of the stuff that we're talking about. The show that they're going to put on is actually going to be they're combining it with that enduro cross that I just talked about, and they're going to take it to basically what we're calling the nitro level. So going over pipes and tires and through the mud and stuff, and then they're going to take it to a place where none of us have really ever seen before, because people should not do these kind of things on motorcycles, segways, trikes, wheelchairs, whatever it happens to be. So the good thing about Nitro Circus is it's fun for everybody. They are also going to, on Friday night, attempt a world record jump and a side-by-side, which will also take place all on property. And then obviously Saturday night is when their show's going to be. So, should we see that video? Sure. Okay, hey, have Sherry turn the sound on with Sherry.
Where's this sound?
Oh, it's so much better with the music.
Do you have to touch something on the computer?
It's so much more exciting with the noise, but you get the idea, right?
Well, listen, on 3, everybody do this.
This guy does a front flip in his wheelchair.
Okay, so that was much more exciting with the music, but you kind of got the idea. They do some crazy stuff over crazy things, but it's a lot of fun. And the enduro cross racing is one of those things where you watch all day, and things get broken. And but you want to take over?
Which helps Mesa View, so we're hoping you become a huge sponsor. We'll do our best for you. Get them all there. All right, this is where all the businesses can really benefit from this event. And I'm going to take just a minute, and I know they don't know I'm doing this, but I'm just going to say this because I'm not part of the Eureka, although now I'm family. Frank's wife, apparently. But when we did start this, it really did start out as let's just do some trail rides. This has ended up to be the most amazing thing to me, seeing how the Eureka has stepped up and built this event, not for the Eureka, has built this event for Mesquite. And that, it never ceases to amaze me. Every single meeting we're in, and there have been many. Every time someone goes, well, maybe we could do this. They're like, let's do it. It was never, how much is that going to cost? And that's too much, or that's over the top, or whatever. It was always, let's find a way to do that. And so I personally would, from a business person standpoint, I would like to give a big round of applause to the Eureka for just doing this for our city. There's going to be so many things that we can't talk about right now that are going on, that all of you will, your jaws will drop from this time this event starts until it finishes. And each one of you as business owners owns this event. We want you all to be sponsors, vendors, volunteers. We're needing volunteers like crazy. We want you to be able to have all of these out-of-town visitors understand what Mesquite businesses are, how great they are, where you are, what you do. The sponsorship packages, which we'll show in right now. There are many different sponsorship packages, and ranging from 10,000 down to 1,000, and then there's our vendor booths. You can sponsor some of the trail rides. Well, okay, let's see, sponsorship packages. Let's just go to this one just as a basic, as a gold. Okay, it's $5,000. 10 by 20 vendor booth. You get a full page ad in the event program, which is going to be a beautiful program, not a throwaway. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful full-color program. Your company logo on the event website, the homepage, sponsor identification in the event program, public announcements during the event activities. You can provide sponsor giveaways if you'd like to do that. We're doing banner placements. We're going to have your banners all over this property, big banners, brand identification, and 12 weekend VIP event tickets, and that's why most people have already signed, because they just want the VIP to all the events. And so all of these packages we have in a program at the back, and Jerry and Melissa have those. She'll just flip through these right now, but Melissa and Jerry have those at the back, so you can take those. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, give them your name so we can get back to you, or give them your business card so we can, obviously we can't sign up everybody today, but we do want to get to you this week and see what you might be interested in doing. And then we have our vendor booths. Our vendor booths will be for the 2 days. Mesquite business license, which I'm assuming most of you have. God, I hope so. It's only $100 for a vendor booth for both days. This is an incredible, incredible place. It's going to be out, as we showed on the map, in Performance Plaza. Power Sports Plaza. I keep getting that wrong. But anyway, that's going to be a great place where we're going to have, we're having all kinds of huge vendors out there, and it will behoove you to get your business sitting at a table in our vendor space.
Well, yes, and you can sell, you can do information, whatever you want to use your booth for, we can facilitate for that. So.
And we will build you a special sponsorship package if nothing here suits you or fits your business. We will work with you and give you your own individual sponsorship package. So, today. We were brainstorming this morning and thought, why don't we do this? If you sign up for a vendor booth today, in the back with Melissa or Jerry, sign up for just a vendor booth. We could do sponsorships later and then throw that into your sponsorship package. But if you do that and you sign up today, we're going to put all of those people into a drawing, and one of you will get it free. We'll do one free vendor booth out of everybody who signs up today at the Chamber Luncheon, okay? All right.
Okay, so something else we're doing is that we've printed posters for everybody to take and to have around town. What we're going to do is we're doing a Facebook contest. We want you to put the poster up in your business, take a picture of the poster in your business and post it on our Facebook page, and then every single week we're going to pick a business that will receive 4 free tickets, so wristband tickets for the event. So there's a lot of different reasons why we're doing this, obviously, but we want to show that everybody in the community is also supporting each other. So when these people roll into town in February and see a poster in every single business in Mesquite, it's going to look like this definitely is a Mesquite city event.
Also, yeah, Stony can answer some questions. Stony's here from Awesome Adventures, and also Trent Graves over here. So we're going to open it up to questions now. Anybody have any questions?
Okay, tickets are available now. All the information that you need to know is on mesquiteoffroad.com. There's 2 separate options. You have wristbands for the 2 days. Well, all the tickets are good for the 2 days, but you have a general admission, which is $30, and the VIP is $199. So you've got 2 options.
And they both allow you to get into everything, all the vendor space.
Yeah, it gets you into the Power Sports Plaza, it gets you spectator for the Enduro Cross races, both days, and the Nitro Circus show. And Red... and, yes, sir?
Obviously, you're trying to get people from other places to come here, especially participants. What kind of a marketing budget or marketing
Oh boy, are we marketing. So what we've done is the good thing about having Eureka be Eureka is that we've actually taken some of our marketing dollars and we've already converted it straight over to this event on top of whatever we're doing. So for instance, like we advertise with Utah Jazz. Everything now with Utah Jazz now is Mesquite Opera Weekend. So Eureka has kind of switched that out for 2 months. So we're hitting Salt Lake, we're hitting Vegas, we're going to do radio, we're doing, we've got billboards now coming into town. We're doing a lot of grassroots Facebook forums for people that are racers. The word is definitely getting out. In fact, funny story, I had the guys from Nitro Circus down this weekend and they were testing the track, but they stopped in Beaver, as everybody does when we drive back and forth to Salt Lake, and they had guys in the parking lot coming up to them and saying, hey, I heard you're doing something in Mesquite. And we haven't really started yet. We were waiting for the holidays to be over to really push it because we know how everybody in the holidays kind of checks out. So we have just been doing the word of mouth grassroots to this point before all of our traditional media kicked in. And so people are definitely hearing about it. He is not. He's actually, Travis is actually racing NASCAR now, and it's the first weekend, it's Daytona that weekend. So Travis will not be here. It's my #1 question. I understand. We all want him here.
That would be huge.
Yes.
If he was going to be here.
Yeah. Yep.
But in place of Travis, I will be writing.
Okay, who will pay for a sponsor booth to see that?
I think everybody will pitch in for that.
In a gold lame outfit.
Any other questions?
Can you explain more about the trail rides? Are you doing all 6 of those every day?
The 6 trail rides will take 6 trails. They're doing Friday and Saturday. They all take place, they're all leave in the morning. They're about 4 to 6 hours per ride, depending which one you go on. It's $99 for the driver, $49 for a rider, and you get both days included. So you ride on Friday and Saturday, different trails each day. There's a box luncheon included with it, so.
Tony, yes, awesome adventures.
It's real important that you guys understand that the trails here, what our whole goal is to keep them alive for other people that are coming through here. So that's why the guided tours and stuff like that, it's not just about the guided tours, it's about bringing our families in years to come so that we can all experience the trail rides. As you know, all through California and places are closing down trails. So it's really important that you guys get behind this because it's going to keep our trails. I want my daughter to be able to ride the same trails that I've been on. I want my other family, my grandpa, you know, everybody. I mean, we all need to keep these trails alive. It's going to take your guys' support to get that. So,
Hey, Stoney, before you sit down, just talk real quick about the conservation, how we're working with that, and the orientation for every rider before they actually go out.
we're working with Partners in Conservation. They're the ones that started Logandale Trails. I don't know if you guys have seen Logandale Trails.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful area.
Yeah.
If they didn't get involved and we didn't work hard on keeping that land alive, that's my backyard, we wouldn't be able to ride there right now. We have Tread Lightly, which is an organization to educate people on, keeping the trails safe, taking everything, not leaving trash around, staying on the trails. Because what happens, a lot of people are not educated. So they get out in the desert and they think, Baja, that's not what we do. What our goal is to educate people, make them aware of all the safety as far as staying on the trails so we can keep those trails alive. And Trent's been an inspiration to us too. I mean, he's helping with this project. There's a lot of people that are involved. Blue Ribbon. There's people in Salt Lake that's getting involved in this because we're all about keeping the trails alive. I don't know if you've ever seen the Pike ATV trail. That is one of the best trail systems in the world. And if we do the right things today and move Nevada that way, we can start building off the same thing. And it brings in a lot of tourism. They bring, up in Utah, they have people that come from Texas, California, all over the world to ride this trail because they don't have the access to do this. So I just appreciate your time and please get behind the trails because I want to keep my family going on those trails. So
Thank you, Stoney. Any other questions? Okay, so this is the time after the luncheon or whenever they have some things. I wanted to hold up. Hold on.
Actually, could you see the Facebook page?
Yes. So,
Just before, come here, Kathy, real quick. Anyway, I just wanted you to witness, in real life, a rose between two thorns. Anyway,
That's my life for the last 10 months.
I almost had to bring the mayor in, because you know when the mayor says, we appreciate your time, but can you wrap this up? You let Stoney go on, we would never. I was calling you in, bring it right in. Anyway, in closing on my end, you know, I want to thank everybody that's helped. The mayor's been very helpful. He even kind of, when we asked so many favors, and we, you know, and we're asking for a whole bunch of stuff that hasn't really ever been done. And now at the very beginning, he was always going, hey Frank, how you doing? Now he does this. I know where you live, and I'll be there. And but anyway, you know, we want to thank you, and truly, I think that this event would just be incredible for the city itself. And like I says, once you see, you know, if you take these posters and you put them in there, it's a united front. People like to see that stuff. You know, people like to see a community that comes together. I'm going to tell you, there's not a whole lot. We experience something out here in Mesquite that a whole lot of people in this country don't ever have the chance to do. And that's to be a part of a community that takes care of each other. Part of a community that's got each other's back. We're here on an island and we're here to survive. So we're not voting anybody off. We just want to bring more people on. Thank you for your time.
and I just wanted to leave with one last word. If everybody gets on the website, it's got all the information on there, but also follow us on Facebook because we will be posting, everything will be up to date all the time on there. If anything changes, anything new adds, Facebook is definitely going to be that information outlet. So thank you.
Thank you for your time.